Hey guys, today is the day after the Whangamata Enduro. Well, you're probably though watching this video, and if you know me, about 3 months after the event, or even worse, before the race video has come out. But that's just kind of how I do things. One thing I would like to say though is I really want to thank all the people who organised the event, all the volunteers. One thing that I think is really cool about small town races is like the whole town turns up to support an event. I'm also really chuffed with myself. Not because I won the e-bike category, yes, result, but actually because I didn't bail. The night before, it absolutely bucketed down with rain. The forecast was for more rain in the morning, and to be honest, I was in a foul mood. I was going to pack the car up and I was going to go home in a grump. But I didn't. I did the race. It turned out epic. The weather was fine. Well, I'd got a bit of rain dumped on me, but most of it was fine. The tracks were wet, but it made it fun. It was a brilliant day and met some really cool people. So yeah, I'm really chuffed that I didn't bail. It's a bit embarrassing. A couple of my friends did bail. I won't mention their names because I don't want to embarrass them, but yeah, as soon as they found out it was raining, they decided not to do the event even though they'd entered. So yeah, Chris Keating and Tony Watson, you missed a really good day. I wasn't going to mention their names, was I? Don't worry, I'll edit that bit out, guys. So what's the plan for the day? So I'm on my way back to Auckland. I thought I'd have a quick ride. Decided to do Tube Cruiser, which is a jump trail. But to be honest, it's clay, it's still slippery, not feeling it, so I want to stay really safe. So I've come all the way out to the back. In fact, I've ridden over 10 k's to get here, got lost, but if you know me, I always get lost. But I've come in doing a track called the Bullock track. It's down as a black trail with technical, difficult features in the wet. I'm not sure that's a good idea either. Yeah, I haven't actually told anyone I'm out here, and I'm on my own riding a technical black trail 10 k's from the main car park. Okay, don't anyone take my advice. That's a stupid thing to do, but we'll roll down it slowly and we're going to be sensible. So anyway, come join me. Actually interesting, this looks like the little sign there for walkers. This may be an old, or may still be a walking track, so it's not that I imagine we'll see any walkers on it today, but yeah, we'll take it nice and easy. Oh, it looks like as slick as a slick thing. I quite like sometimes, I mean it's fun racing, but sometimes it's nice to give way to walkers. Yeah, so definitely a walking track. Sometimes it can be fun to just go out and explore, and so today's going to be an exploring ride rather than a crazy jumps and drops kind of ride, so that should make it a bit safer anyway. The other thing, if it helps, is that if you look at ACC statistics, mountain bike crashes most commonly happen on Saturdays and Sundays, and this is a Monday, so statistically a lot less likely to have an accident. Oh man, this looks cool. One thing that is slightly concerning, and I'm sure it'll work itself out, is that on trail forks at the other end, the track just ends, and I can't see how you get out of here, but there's no road or anything. But maybe we just ride it in reverse, we'll see, eh? Funny with signs, because I guess they have to be really, but you know, they make them sound like you're going to be riding something that's going to kill you. And I suppose, which line have I chosen here? A bad one. I suppose if you're not an experienced mountain biker and you were new to mountain biking, then probably danger concealed mineworks, keep to marked tracks. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll keep to the marked tracks. But yeah, I guess if you were new to mountain biking and you keep to marked tracks, that's this way I think, you could get in trouble, but yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with my choice. Oh, bit of uphill, try the old e-bike. Whoa, yep. Gotta love e-bikes, eh? They make uphill as fun as well as down. just thinking about whether you can get up a slippery wet clay hill.
Alright, this looks proper grade 5, eh? Alright, this looks proper grade 5, eh?
Alright, this looks proper grade 5, eh? Well, I was pretty impressed by that little stream bit going down a waterfall. It actually wasn't that difficult, but it kind of looked like it should be. Certainly if you fell it might hurt though. You may notice the elbow pads are on. I put that on just in case I landed on the rocks. Safety first and all. Oh, that's a big puddle. You may ask, why didn't I just put the elbow pads on to start with? And that's a very good question. Doesn't look like anyone's ridden this in a while, that's for sure. No real tyre tracks to speak of. I guess the thing is, I mean, again, I know I probably don't mention e-bikes very much, but as you say, it's a good old ride out to here and a good old climb. So given there's so many cool tracks close to the road, I guess it's a long way to come out here, but if it's worth the effort though, it's very different to anything else that I've ridden in the park, that's for sure. To get a bit of speed up. Oh, don't go off the corner. Woohoo! You wouldn't want to go off the corner, would you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I could have got that wrong, couldn't I? All right, left line, right, no, left line, right line, not the middle line. Yeah, definitely not that line. Woohoo, that was fun. Okay, Lance, let's be sensible. Be sensible. I love this bike. It forgives me for being a rubbish rider at times. Just lets me get away with it. Oh, the temptation is just to go fast. Will the fun just never end? Okay, this is actually quite techy in places, especially in the rain, or a bit of a stream crossing. E-bike power! Bikes give way to walkers, no worries. Alright, well, having a lot of fun. It's starting to remember that I'm not sure how this track ends and how I get out. I found a map, there's the map, but it doesn't tell you where I am or where I've come from, and anyway, that's really not much help. Alright, well, I've consulted the oracle that is Trail Forks, and we're still not at the end of the trail, so I guess we'll cross the bridge of how we get out the end. Alright, a bit of e-bike climbing. Oh, there's actually quite a nice river on the side of us. That's actually a lot bigger. I could hear it. Let me show you. Can you see that? Yeah, pretty cool, eh? Oh wow, this is beautiful. Almost need to stop for a picnic. Kind of wish I brought some food now, I'm getting hungry. One thing I always think I should tell people my plans, and I did tell my wife I was planning to have a bit of a ride here this morning, so, although she's in Auckland, so I don't know how much that helps. But I always end up changing my plans. That's the problem. I was going to session a jumps track and ended up doing an outback expedition track, so yeah, anyway. Alright, what do you reckon, we clear this okay? Oh, I love e-bikes. Ooh, how deep's that? Oh, I did the race yesterday. Man, they had a watering hole. I've been in bigger spa pools, or smaller spa pools, I should say. Literally the whole bike just plunged into this thing. Righty, another climb. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bugger. Are we going to accept that? We are not going to accept that. I am not accepting that. Just kept spinning. Alright. Wasn't expecting the climb. It caught me out a little bit. Alright, we're not accepting that sort of defeat. Alright guys, second attempt. Yeah baby. Never. Except don't do it on the first try. There's always another try. I may not actually have to drive back to Auckland. I might end up actually riding there. Feels like we're a long way from the car park. Must admit, I normally turn my camera on and off on these trails just to try and film some of the interesting bits, but it's like here, you just don't know what is coming up and what's going to be interesting. It is just constantly changing. You guys starting to worry yet that this trail might be going on forever? I don't think it was meant to be this long. I must admit, if I'm going to sleep the night here, the only thing I've really got is loads of camera equipment so I can film me freezing to death. Oh shit! Fuck. Holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap! I don't really know what to say there. I must admit, I need to compose myself. I clipped my handlebar just on the rock, going slowly, but just clipped my handlebar, and of course that threw my wheel down there, and that's a long drop to there. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but yeah, that I could have died. Just as I say, I was about to say, going through there, it's a little bit narrow, and say for 800 bars, literally clipped my bars, and yeah, very nearly went all the way down there. All right, yeah, let's just carry on nice and slow, eh? All right, well, I'm going to go pretty slow for a bit. Well, I was saying that I was going really slow there. I actually thought it was wide enough and literally smashed my finger. In fact, my hand is quite sore. And then, of course, as soon as you do that, it just throws you completely out of line. And yeah, it stuck my front wheel over the edge of the bank and managed to unclip and pull it back up before the whole bike and me went off the cliff. Whew. Okay guys, you're going to get lots of comments about how stupid it was for me to do this ride on my own, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That could have ended badly. Probably be lucky if they found me today. Oh, if I was alive. Oh, imagine lying on the bottom of there for 10 hours until someone started looking for you. All right, well, here's the end of the track.
Alright, I feel I need to say something about the video, about what happened and what I've done since that video. Now there'll be two groups of people. Those who think I'm an idiot, and that was a pretty large group to start with, and a second group who says, Lance, take a cement pill, harden up, you were going to go for a swim at worst. Well, to be honest, it did scare me a bit, and even now it made me think, and I have done something about it. But anyway, it's interesting what you think happens in an accident and what actually happened. So why don't I show you what actually happened. Alright, so we're riding along the track here, it's reasonably wide, no problems at all, and then it suddenly gets really narrow very quickly. There's a rock wall on the right hand side and it's not smooth, it has sort of jagged outcrops. Now, if we stop it there, you can see over the left-hand side, suddenly there's no bank, there's no edge, it's just a drop straight to the water. And although it's not the Grand Canyon, I estimate it's kind of like the same as standing on a 2-story roof. So maybe it's definitely going to leave a mark when you hit the bottom. Alright, so we move on, and then my hand hits the rock, and this is what I didn't realise, but my hand got knocked off the handlebar, and I never actually got it back on the handlebar. So at this point, I'm steering with only my left hand, and no surprise, of course, I end up going to the left, and the front wheel goes off that bank. Gets a bit panicky at this stage, but interestingly enough, clipped in, but it's amazing how that you automatically unclip. It's just years of doing it. And my reflexes were not to save myself, but actually to save my bike. I didn't let go of the handlebar because I knew the bike would go, and you could see I actually dragged it along and used my weight to dive forward onto the track. So yeah, it gave me a scare, trust me. Alright, so what have I done about it? What have I done? Am I never ever going to go for a ride out on my own? Well, some of you are going to think I'm still mad, but I'm still going to go for riding on my own. It's just kind of what I do. But I have gone and purchased something. I purchased one of these things. That's right, it's a Garmin inReach Mini 2. So what does this thing do? Well, if I get myself in trouble, I can press the little button on the side, and it will send a signal anywhere in the world where I've got this thing, and they'll come and rescue me. They can see my location. They can even communicate with me. It's not a phone, but they can send me text messages asking me about the problem and what I need to do to fix it. I can also send messages to my family and things like that if I really need some help and I don't need emergency services. So cell phone reception in a lot of the places I go is terrible. I'm going to take this on pretty much every ride I do now, even out at Riverhead. Let's say Steve's having a heart attack and Zach's doing CPR on him. I can press this thing and immediately emergency services will get in contact with me, and hopefully they'll come and rescue Steve. I've done some calculations. This is $650. Now I've worked out my life is worth considerably more than that, and that's pretty close to the value of most of Dad's Army's lives as well. So yeah, I think it's money well spent. I'm hoping I never ever use this thing, but I'm just going to carry it in my backpack just in case. So anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't think I'm a complete nutter. If you enjoyed it and haven't subscribed, of course, love it if you do that. Leave a comment, but be kind. And anyway, we'll see you on the next one.
Alright, this looks proper grade 5, eh?